Today, we're in Portsmouth and we're checking out some of the old anti-aircraft gun turrets along with the hidden World War II tunnels what remain here today. Watch as we discover an old abandoned fortress hidden in a patch of woodlands on the outskirts of the city. Join us as we explore deep inside this old abandoned fortress which quickly turns into one of the most spookiest explores we've ever done on this channel. This is the haunted ruin which is just one of many forts what were built surrounding the city to protect it back in World War II from any enemy attacks. Now let's get into today's explore, what's referred to as the ruin of Hilsea Lines.
What's up guys, I'm Crystal.
And I'm Leg.
And today we're going off exploring, but first we need to go get Pat.
Yes! So guys, we're just walking along and it would appear that Pat has just seemed to found a mate.
What, ducky?
Do you speak duck, Pat?
No.
No.
I eat it sometimes.
So just making our way down this trail now, guys. Because it turned out actually already we've took the wrong turn.
I don't know.
And ended up making it a lot harder work than what it needed to be. But you'll see just up here,
See, I'm so smart.
just behind Lara Scoffed It All and Princess here,
Gay!
this large mound. Now this large mound is actually part of the fort, and you'll see we're going to just go through a tunnel in a minute and show you how in this tunnel they would have sections where you can go to the side.
They have what? You teasing me, you naughty.
Sections what were cut back into the side where you would have been able to have gunfire down here. Now look at this tunnel. Look at these old original doors. Look at this, guys. Look at the thickness on these doors. Huge, great steel doors. And as I was saying, as we come down the tunnel, just to the sides here, there's these little cuttings. Now, can you imagine back in the war, people would have been like this and they would have hidden in here because if you were firing bullets and shooting through this tunnel, and they would have popped out and they would have gone pop, 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 we've just shot Princess.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then pop, 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 and jump back in, you see? So that's what this would have been for. People coming through, they would have lit them up. And you can see all along this tunnel, there's 6 of them all together.
Hilsea Lines are a line of 18th and 19th century fortifications built at Hilsea to protect the northern approach to the Portsea Island. It's an island off the southern coast of England which forms the majority of the city of Portsmouth and its key naval base. The island is separated from the mainland by a narrow stretch of water called Portsbridge Creek. The first means of crossing the creek was by stepping stones, followed by a single track bridge that was built to allow the passage of pedestrians and horse-drawn carts to have access to Portsea Island. A fortification is thought to have been built at the mainland end of the bridge during the reign of Henry VIII. In 1642, the fort was captured by parliamentary forces as part of the English Civil War. It was rebuilt in 1688 and again in 1746. During the Civil War, the further defences were constructed by the Royalists, constructing of a wooden barricade mounted on the bridge backed by a small fort equipped with 4 cannons. The cannons were withdrawn on the 10th of August in 1682 with a barricade what was held by about 8 men. Parliamentarian forces were able to cross the creek just 2 days later, and then they constructed their own defences at the side of the bridge, consisting of 2 mounds on which a total of 6 cannons were mounted.
That obviously joins onto the room I was just looking through with the cage.
Yeah. Once again, guys, I'm so sorry.
So much rubbish in here.
I'm sweating a hate.
Say what?
I'm sweating a hate.
Let's move swiftly on.
Tour guide, so you knows a bit more history than I do.
And we've got two little rooms here. Now, I'm guessing these would have been used. Oh, an old bicycle in here, rusty old bike in there. Now, I'm guessing these would have been used for some sort of ammunition storage. And we've got these little pockets in the walls. You can see there's so much rubbish. Look how black the roof is. Look, it's so black. Now, as I step in here, can you see these rails? Now, these rails here on the floor, these are actually called cannon rails. They are. And basically, so a cannon would sit here. And as you'll see in the beginning of our video, we were standing on the wall. There was a little hole with something walled up.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, this is the inside.
Okay.
So each one of these would have had a large gun.
Actually, the wind outside, guys.
Don't know whether my microphone will pick that up, guys, but the wind in here doesn't half whistle through.
Oh, it is.
Hopefully you've picked that up.
I'm sweating again.
I mean, if you look here, can you see on the wall all these marks and all these scuffs and
Yeah.
kinks out the wall? Now, you can be damn sure that's probably caused by the cannon spinning around. Don't you agree?
Oh, definitely, yeah, I can see it now. Over there, guys. There should be another one. Massive, isn't it?
Now from here you can see light through that hole there. Now that's odd, isn't it? Look at how it's bent out. I've never seen anything like that before, the way it bends out. What's in here? Oh, so these go to the outside, so we'll see these from the other side. Put them in lots of rubbish. Now, these would have been for ammunition, so these would have been ammunition storage to load up obviously the cannons, which would be set up here on cannon rails.
Amazing, isn't it, guys? It really is.
Again, this would be for another gun. You can see on the floor, a bit worse a condition.
This would be really good.
However, you can see this big
Goes on in the video, guys.
slab of concrete here. It's exactly the same sort of thing. Big cannon here, you can see daylight through the hole. And again, can you see these? I think it's like water dripping or something up there onto a pot or something. Now, can you see here? We've got these metal brackets here. Yeah?
Yep.
Now, these would have been used to obviously secure the cannons in. So every one of these will have these mounts for the cannons, obviously, and that's what these big metal hooks are for up here. Look, can you see up here on the ceiling? The big metal rings. And again, each one will have an ammunition storage port, which would have been this here again, which they're all. Oh, this one's got a fireplace in it, isn't it?
Oh, that's amazing.
It looks. They would have had a raised floor as well. Can you see how the holes in the wall? And they would have had timbers running through there. And again, can you see these big air holes here as well? Look out. Can you see right up there? Like these chimney ports. Yeah.
So use my life as much as
What was that?
I'm sweating again.
Did you hear that, Pat? Nope. The current lines were constructed between 1858 and 1871. They included special fortified bridges for the road and rail access. A model of the Hilsea lines was featured in the 1862 International Exhibition. Even before their completion, the Hilsea lines had been rendered obsolete by the Royal Commission and advances in artillery technology. As such, they were the last full bastion trace constructed in the United Kingdom. The development of rifled artillery meant that it was now possible for an enemy to occupy the high ridge of Portsdown Hill on the north of Portsmouth and shell the naval base from several miles away without having to attack the Hillsea lines.
Oh no.
Due to Pat sweating so much, we had to come outside and get some fresh air because he was flooding the building. But now he's recovered from that, let's take you back inside the second part of this building and show you all the street art and graffiti what was painted all over the walls of the second part of this old abandoned fortress. Don't forget to like the video so we can purchase a sponge for Pat's next explore. To counter the new threat, there were Palmerston forts what were built on Portsdown Hill, which then left the Hillsea lines to be scaled back. In particular, a pair of forts that had been planned to place behind the lines were not constructed. Once completed, the lines themselves were 30 feet high and they were built out of materials such as clay and chalk. Traffic on the London Road passed through the lines via a pair of 15-foot wide tunnels. There was also a tunnel built for pedestrians which was 8 feet wide and 11 feet high. However, the section containing the tunnels was demolished back in 1919. Just shortly after that, another tunnel was built through the lines which was provided for access for the railway. Finally, the 6-foot wide and 8-foot high tunnel was built through the west centre curtain to act as a sally port. And it was just shortly after that a plan was made to equip the lines with some smooth bore guns. However, it appears that the guns may have never been fitted. In 1886 the lines were equipped with a mix of RML 7-inch guns and the RBL 7-inch Armstrong guns. Further to that, the RBL 7-inch Armstrong guns were fitted in original casements which then went on to be removed from the property back in 1903. There was also a QF 6-pounder Hotchkiss what was mounted on the lines during World War I, and a small number of guns since then were mounted on the lines during World War II. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and we'll catch you on our next adventure.